So originally, we were gonna do me and you want to say do our in the car first reactions video to Batman versus Superman, but because of some issues we had with travel, we couldn't do it. And because I know some people are not gonna listen to the upcoming podcast of me and Simon going into this for probably an hour or two, let me just give you my very quick impressions of Batman versus Superman. If you were on Facebook, you already saw my quick blurb, but here's the longs and shorts of it. I did not like Batman versus Superman. Um, there were things about it that were good. Most of it was not good. The acting isn't the problem here. I thought the cast on the whole were pretty decent. Jesse Eisenberg is getting a lot of shit for his portrayal of Lex. Again, he's not a bad actor, but the Lex they've decided to go for in this movie, the one we've seen in the trailer, the zany, weird one, they went with that full force. It was a very bad idea. It didn't work. One of the worst things about the movie. But again, I do want to really cut it short. This movie is 4 different Batman and Superman stories in one. And I mean specifically, these are like 4 of the most popular comics. 2 of them being, well, I can't say one of them because it's a spoiler. But obviously everybody knows The Dark Knight Returns is the main one. Then the second part is like, let me put it this way. There's a solo Batman movie in this movie. There's a Man of Steel 2 movie in this movie. There's a Justice League prequel in this movie. And there's that 4th Superman story in this movie that I'm surprised they put in here. I'm not going to get into spoilers, but they decided to end this movie with a story. I'm like, it's way too soon for this. It's an understatement. I'm sure some of you guys can figure it out, especially if you're looking online. The Doomsday fight. Look, the Batman versus Superman fight, it was cool, but even how they even the playing field was a bit weird. It was so many. Look, man, from a visual standpoint, it was fun to watch. I mean, if you're just a casual movie goer, I think it's enjoyable to a point. But the very last battle scene with the Trinity and Doomsday, it was one of those really bad CGI super battles that was just explosions upon explosions upon explosions. And I just kept on thinking, even in the Marvel movies like Avengers of Ultron, when they're mashing it out with all these elements, all these superheroes, you can see what's going on. But when you've got Superman and Wonder Woman, and when you've got these superheroes and villains that can fly, and then you've got this CGI bad guy that's just exploding and morphing and pow, 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 pow. That scene at the end, it went on for, that last battle scene went on for too long. It was too CGI. And then the ending with what happened at the end, from a story perspective, the movie's a complete mess. It really is. I'm not even trying to be the harsh fanboy. It's a mess. As a superhero movie, I'm stepping back from it. On its base level, casual movie watcher, it's a mess. It's long as hell as well, and it's very uneven. There's a lot of, the first half is politics, then the second half is Batman vs Superman, and then the third half is pre-Dawn of Justice. And as everyone's saying, how they allude to the Justice League, other characters coming in, is very bad. It's done in the most laziest way. And everything we said on the podcast, if you didn't listen to it, there'll be a link in the top right corner. Everything we said, non-spoilers, because we didn't even know what was happening, came true. Everything we said came true. DC are rushing the hell to get this franchise out. And let me end on this. Based on this movie, I'm very pessimistic, very skeptical, even more so than I was about the future of the DC universe. Except for Suicide Squad. And you know what, actually, again, this movie was more of a Batman movie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The first 10 or 15 minutes, it's a Batman origin story again. You're seeing most from Batman's perspective. You could blur out Superman's face and cut out Superman scenes, and it's just a Batman movie. And again, it's not a bad thing for entertainment level, but it's just disappointing. I really felt like they needed to do another Superman story, because the Superman stuff they have in here, from a storytelling perspective is interesting, and it brought up a lot of good questions. But to be honest with you, the way I see it is Superman has a history of them not doing it very well. The Christopher Reeves one started out good, then they turned bad. Return of Superman was panned. Superman, Man of Steel, people didn't like it. So DC have just given up on Superman. And by the end of this movie, they've given up on Superman. So, if I have to give this a rating, it's the lowest of the lowest watchable. I mean, even as just a basic fan, you can see it for fan service and some stuff, but it's incoherent, it's messy, it's 4 superhero movies in one. DC, you dropped the ball, and we're going to get more to it in the spoilers. But guys, again, I can ramble on forever, and we're going to on the podcast, so very disappointing, guys. You know, don't rush out to see this one, honestly. I don't think you need to rush out to see this one. It's just very long, very disappointing as a fan, as a superhero movie. And there's another comic book company out here is showing you how you can elevate comic book characters and do it in a very entertaining, plausible, and fan servicey way where the fans can appreciate it. As a fan, disappointed. As a moviegoer, disappointed, and just not looking forward to the rest of the DC universe, except for Suicide Squad, because that's going to be its own animal, hopefully. The other DC properties, the solo ones, based on what I've seen here, pessimistic. So, but you know what, guys? Let me end on this. Watch the movie, make up your own mind. Don't just take everyone's word for it. But as you can see online, the feedback is not very good, and I have to concur. So on that note, see ya.